my gosh. Oh, I need to turn that off. I can hear myself. There you go. Hello. Hello. Wanted to do is I wanted to get rid of that on that. Okay, that's fine. And I wanted to start here. Why can't I see the chat on this screen? That's a little bit annoying, and I do want to move that over there so I can view the chat. There we go. Awesome. Hello everyone. Let me know you can hear me. All good. Just been sorting the giveaway, so sorry I'm a little bit late on to the charts. That took me a long time to type all of these names into this random generator. Now, I want to reiterate, I'll repeat myself again later. So the way that I've typed these in is the way that they are displayed on Discord. So if you don't see your name, if you have reacted the fire emoji, you will be in it. I've literally just gone through the names and done it. But like the R ... and A ... like I've done 2 if there's more than 1, because it's just the way that people are displayed. So don't worry about it. If you're in it, like I will find your username when we announce the winner, basically, because that was the fastest way for me to do it. So yeah, I'll announce the winner a little bit later on. Not sure whether we're going to find a trade today, because obviously it's the day before FOMC, so we have to be super cautious. So I just want to reiterate, if you're trading with me today, please be super cautious. Risk way less. Even if we do find a setup, I will be risking way less than I usually do. So yeah, can you guys let me know if my sound's okay? That wire. Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go. That wire was a little bit stuck. But yeah, let me know you can hear me okay. If it's quiet, loud, whatever. So yeah, we'll start with our chart analysis. It's unlikely we're going to find a trade today, but that's okay. We can look anyway, and if not, we can go straight into the giveaway. We can do some fun things with that as well. What I am going to do is I'm just going to let the Discord know right now that we are live. So let me just tag everyone. Oops. Everyone. So yeah, I'm just going to send that now so people are aware. Finally catching one of your streams live. So you on MCT trading channel, but I'm from UK, so was excited when I saw a UK trader. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Were you there when I did like the little Q&A on his Discord? That was super fun for me, because obviously it's just like a whole different group of people to like talk to and stuff. So that was really fun. I am not on the right thing right now. There we go. I'm on my... So what actually happened last week, I think it was last Friday, I was trading, and luckily I got stopped out, right? Because otherwise I genuinely would have been fuming. So I was trading, and obviously in the Project X platform, like it's very easy to like mistake what account you're on, because it keeps your chart drawings no matter where you are. So I took a position. I thought it was on my funded. I was actually on my 50k zero eval that I've got going on right here. So that was really annoying. But we got stopped out, so it was actually a blessing in disguise. Someone said turn up the mic. I can bring it closer, but like it's pretty close to me. Usually this sound is pretty good. Like when it's this close, I don't know. Someone else let me know if it's quiet and I can go from there. But yeah, it's pretty close to me right now. I can't really get it much closer, and the volume is up, so I don't know. But I did notice it's got a red light around the button right here. I don't know whether, like, I'll just show you my mic so you can see. So this mic is, I don't even know what it's called. Wave 3. It is quiet. Oh my gosh, that's weird. What? I don't know why that is. It is red though, but I don't know why it's red. Maybe turn up the gain on the input. I don't know why it has a red ring around it though, because it's not usually like that. So that's kind of weird. I'm so rubbish with this. Let's do properties. If my sound cuts off for a minute, don't mind me. I'm just messing around with this. I don't know why that's not working on. It should be the wavelength stream, right? Because it's the Elgato thing, and on the like actual Elgato like platform, I've been like messing around with the defaults, but I don't know why that's not working. Maybe if I bring my audio properties on here, you guys can tell me, like, should I change these somehow? So my wavelength stream is the actual mic that I'm using right now. And on the OBS like platform, it look like the sound looks pretty loud to me. Is that any better now that I've turned that up? Did that make a difference? I just turned the sound up on there. That looks to be a little bit higher, so let me know if that's any better. Let me just actually view the chat. The volume is fine. Bro definitely ignores the check engine light in the car. Yeah, I do. Honestly, my dad's a car salesman, so I'm just like, Dad, something's going on with my car. It's, you know, it's flashing lights. I didn't put my Christmas lights on it yet. What's going on? Much better. Okay, awesome. That was the reason why. That was so silly of me. But anyway, okay. Continuing on. Wow, I did something technical. Check me out. I'm actually an electrical engineer, so me being able to function a microphone should be kind of like easy and second nature, but it's not. Because I'm also just a girl. So this is what we've got going on here. So we can obviously see we're still at all-time highs. So if we're shorting, if we see a setup, A+ setup for a short, which I did actually take yesterday as well, like don't bite my head off, but I did short yesterday at all-time highs. But it did pay off, and I did do it on my eval because we do not short all-time highs on our funded accounts, because if I did that, I would be so unbelievably annoyed at myself. So yeah, if we do find a short setup, so be it, we'll take it on an eval. That's absolutely fine. I'm allowing myself to do that. For me, I see evals now as demo accounts. So because I have my funded, they're not as valuable to me anymore. So yeah, anything that I like would forward test or take on demo, I tend to take on an eval, because it's like, you know, if it wins, great. Like if it doesn't, okay, that's absolutely fine. So we look as if we're going to come into this 4-hour bullish fair value gap, I'll be honest. So for me, that is the most obvious draw on liquidity here. We obviously have this sell side resting right there, which I am just going to check whether ES has swept that 2 p.m. sell side liquidity from yesterday. So let's just have a little look. Okay, so ES has in fact swept that, and ES is trading inside of this hourly bullish fair value gap. So that changes things a lot. I was thinking that could potentially be the draw on liquidity, that 4-hour gap, but it seems like we have some SMT going on here. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see whether we are inside of any like bullish PD arrays on the 15-minute time frame on NQ. Doesn't look like we are, to be honest. This could be a similar move to what was going on yesterday, actually. Yesterday during PM session, we had SMT with ES. ES traded into an hourly fair value gap and swept out sell side. NQ did not. We ended up, you know, heading higher. And I did forward test that move because it was pretty sloppy on the 1-minute chart, I'll be honest. So I didn't take it. I did forward test it because as part of my model, I use inversion fair value gaps, right? And my whole model presented itself other than the inversion fair value gap, but we did have a volume imbalance, which was inverted. So I'm going to start incorporating that into my model. Like if my whole setup is there and it looks like pretty clean, like if we're inverting a volume balance rather than a fair value gap, that's okay. We can deal with it. So that's something that I'm going to be incorporating. And I find that pretty cool that like, through live experience, I'm learning lessons, I'm developing my model. Like, once you have a model, you don't just have to stick with it. It doesn't have to be set solid, you know? And that's why we journal, that's why we reflect, because it helps us, you know, constantly edit and improve our model so that we can constantly edit and improve our win rate and our risk to reward ratios. Always find that a bit of a tongue twister. So, yeah, this is the current sitch. We've got some SMT going on between ES and NQ. at the lows right now, and ES is trading inside of an hourly bullish fair value gap, and NQ is not trading inside of any bullish PD array. However, if this SMT holds, then that could be a potential for a move. We just don't know. So we obviously had this like sweep here. Oops, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. So we had some sweep of internal sell side, and we've also inverted that fair value gap, which we're trading inside of right now. Also had a change in the state, which is pretty interesting to see right there. And we have some like pretty obvious trendline liquidity going on right there. Honestly, this setup is like quite clean. Like this would honestly be my ideal model. I just want to see whether we have any like lower time frame SMT to kind of go off here. We don't. So the 12th. So yeah, this was swept by ES on the lower time frame as well. So we do have some lower time frame SMT sitting right there as well. I wouldn't say we particularly have trendline liquidity to the downside as much. Like we have these equal lows here, which are pretty interesting, but I'm not too concerned about those. What I do want to be careful of is just coming onto the charts and taking an entry because I'm like scared of getting FOMO. And that's one thing about coming onto your charts and immediately wanting to take an entry that you've got to be careful of. Be careful you're not just taking this move because you've just come onto your charts like, oh my god, have I missed the move? Like, no, like let's take a sec. I'd rather miss the move and watch it go and me like be correct and I can reflect on that than getting too early and then me be like, oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm just going to label that as some low resistance liquidity right there. That in the center. It's nice to mark down. Yeah. I want to see on the 5 minute going on. We've inverted that tiny gap there. It's pretty sloppy on the 5 minute, to be honest. Pretty sloppy on all time frames. Let's see what's going on with ES right now. That would be a little change in state. I think I'd honestly be happy to go long here, but I just feel like I don't want to rush it. But also, like, this move is like my model. So what I always ask myself before I enter a position, right, is if I lost this trade, would I be annoyed with myself? And honestly, the answer here would be no, because we have all of my checkpoints met. We have, you know, we have all of my checkpoints. It does feel a little early to be entering because, you know, we've not hit that 1250 macro yet, but I have like traded at this time previously and, you know, it's worked out okay. What I am just going to wait for is this change in the state right here. And then I think if that holds, I think I'd honestly be happy to take longs from here, trade up through this low resistance liquidity and see what happens. You know, if we get stopped, we get stopped. It's all part of the game. I'm going to risk pretty low because we have FOMC tomorrow. You know, we could just chop around. Who knows? So, yeah. Yeah, I'm aiming pretty low. Only 38 handles. It's not too big of a move, you know? So, yeah, I think I'll enter on this change in the state if we manage to hold that. Honestly, I'll put that candle right there. Yeah, if we hold this change in the state, I'm pretty happy. Like, my model's shown up. My model would originally be enter here, right? But we've held that, so that makes me even happier. I want to see that hold because we're, you know, still early. Like, we've not even hit PM session yet. So I want to see us respecting this inversion fair value gap we have here. And if we don't respect that, you know, I'm not happy to take longs just yet. I don't want to get, you know, stopped out on any sort of manipulation. So that's something that I'm being super careful with, but we'll see what happens, I guess. That's all we can do. ES looks pretty clean for buys as well. We've got a lot of resting liquidity here, 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 here. We've generated a lot of buy side, which, you know, ES is obviously the weaker asset, so we'll be trading NQ here. yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy. The only thing I'm not too happy with is this. Obviously not too happy with that, hence why we'll be risking low, but that is something that I would expect on PM session before FOMC anyway, to be honest. But yeah, I'm just gonna see what happens. I think if we change that, changing the state of delivery right there, I'd be pretty happy to go long, but we'll see what happens. Like, we do have a lot of like low resistance liquidity resting here, which I would expect us to run at some point in PM session. It's just whether we get the entry at the right time, which is that's the aim of the game, I guess. That SMT on the higher time frame seems to be holding pretty well, which is nice to see. Got this 3 minute, which we seem to be rejecting from nicely. But we'll see how we react off this inversion gap, because if we don't respect this, then I'll wait a little while. I'm happy that I didn't enter there, because like this is technically my model on this change in the state right here, this inversion gap. We have lower time frame SMT, internal manipulation, those types of things are definitely my model to the tick. But I think waiting is important here, especially because we're not directly rejecting from an NQ higher time frame PD array. We are rejecting from an ES higher time frame PD array, which we have SMT with on the higher time frame. So, you know, it's a slightly different ball game, but still all part of the model. So we'll continue nevertheless. There's no higher time frame resistance till that blue box you have marked out. I'm confused. What do you mean by that? I don't really understand. The important thing is this swing low here seems to be holding, and we seem to be creating higher lows. So if we take this change in the state, we're going to be creating those higher highs. We're holding this low right there, which is something yeah, I know what you mean. But we do have SMT with ES, which is important to remember here. If we take a look at ES, ES is actually trading inside of this already, so ES may be in charge of kind of propulsing this move higher, because ES is the weaker asset at the end of the day. So yeah, we'll see what happens. It's all part of the learning game, you know. Like, I'm happy to take this trade because it matches my model, right? But I also learn a lot from taking this trade, because it's a different, like, obviously there's always, like, every time you trade, it's a different scenario. So as long as I'm matching my model, I'm happy, even if something is, like, you know, slightly different. Like, we are trading inside of a higher time frame PD array, but on ES because we have SMT. So if this trade, I take it, it fails, then I can note that down and I know that for the future. Okay, like, even if ES is trading inside of a higher time frame PD array, that does not mean that we take the trade. Even if we have higher time frame SMT, like, we've got to still wait. So yeah. When will you announce the winner? I'll be announcing the winner later on, once I'm like done on the charts, like once I've decided whether I want to take a position or whatever. That's when I will be done. Can we take it with you? It's completely up to you. Like, this is for education purposes only. Like, do it at your own risk. Like, I'm no pro. I'm still a beginner, so I can't stop you doing what you want to do, but I wouldn't recommend, you know? There's better people to copy trades from out there, I can assure you. Maybe not during PM session, though. I don't think anyone streams PM session, apart from me. It's like work. What's your plan for the event thing in London? I got a free ticket, deciding whether to pay the train price down or not. I don't have a plan as such, so I'm kind of going with alpha futures. Like, they have like sponsored me to go, if you like, which doesn't really mean a lot. It just means I turn up wearing their merch. So I will be there like with them, but I'm not going to be spending the whole day with them. Like, I'm using this event to network, like get to know people out of my Discord who are going. Like, there's a couple people from the Discord who are going to the event, so I obviously want to meet them, just network with different people who are going to be there. There's going to be a lot of large creators there who you guys will know, so it'll be a really exciting event. I'm just using it for networking, really. Like, I don't have a strict structure for the day. Like, I'm getting the trading down in the morning, so I have no idea what time I'll be there. I know it starts at 9, but I might not be there till a little bit later than that, to be honest, because yeah, I just like, that's an early start for someone who's coming from up north to get to get down south. Do you have a Discord? I do have a Discord. It'll be, I'm fairly sure it's in my YouTube description. So yeah. Get me some merch. I want to go now. I wasn't as I had planned, but not anymore given. I actually think they have their merch on their website if you're interested in buying it. Like, this is not any sort of ad. Like, I don't gain anything if you buy it, but if you want some, like, I think you can get it on their website. I'm fairly sure. So if that's something that tickles your fancy, go for it, I guess. So that would be 16.75 handles per risk. Okay. That's okay with me. That is okay with me. See the 2 minutes going on. See whether we hold this change in the state. I want to see a close above for an entry. We actually have this 1 minute inversion, which we're inside of right now, which I think is kind of causing price to slow down. So that change in the state lines up nicely with inverting that. Oh, nice. That's exactly what we want to see. I just don't want that to be a wick. I would want that body to actually close above that change in the state if we're going to take this. I'm thinking this is going to be a one contract trade, to be honest. I'm tempted to do this on MNQ, to be fair. I think that could be the move. That could be the move. So that is right there. Nice. Nice. So that's what I want to, like, take. But, you know, it'll be wherever it is, wherever the candle closes, I guess. But that's where my stop is. And that's what I want to target up there. Does that just open a new candle? Like, we're literally not in the 57th minute yet. But okay. Anyways, okay. I'm gonna buy like 5 micros, see how much that gives me. Okay, buy a few more. Buy a few more. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, let's move this accordingly. Let's move that accordingly. Who likes my American accent, by the way? Please tell me it's good. I think it's pretty good, but not want to toot my own horn. Okay, guys, we're in the trade. I want to see. Okay, so this would give us that. I'm not sure about partials here. To be honest, that's where I want to take my full profit. What does that say? Okay, I'm gonna take like 3 off there. 3 off there is the plan. If we get up there, who knows? I can't predict price. I can only deal with what price offers me. So to be honest, even if this is a loss, like, I'm pretty happy that I've actually managed to get a trade on my stream, because guys, the past like 3 streams I've not traded. I've not found a single setup, and to be honest, like, this setup is like, it is my setup, so I'm happy with it. Like, FOMC is tomorrow, so I am like I'm risking slightly less. I would usually risk around like 500, $600. So I'm not really risking that much less, but it's fine. Like my account's in profit. We're nowhere near blowing it. We'll be completely fine. So yeah. How's your account doing profit wise? So my account is currently there profit wise. So like we're just above break even. It's been like a bit of a rough journey, to be honest. August was really tough for me in terms of trades. But so far, September's been fine. Last week we just had 2 break-even trades, and that's it. Like last week was so bad PA, so I'm actually grateful that I came out with only a $26 loss, because it could have been a lot worse than that, to be honest. So I'm happy with last week. The way I managed my trades, I was really happy. My psychology, price action. I don't like to blame price action, right? Because if price is not offering you entries, you shouldn't be taking them, right? You can't blame price action for your losses. Yes, there can be bad price action, but you can't say I lost because there was bad price action. You can say I didn't take any trades because there was bad price action, but blaming price action for your losses is just silly, because no one's forcing you to take a trade. You don't have to take 1 trade a day. You can take 1 trade a month if you want and get a 1 to 20 risk to reward and wait for that like crazy setup. Like no one's forcing you, no one's holding you at gunpoint. So yeah, I didn't take a trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday last week. Took 1 Thursday, Friday, both break even. Both of those as well could have been winning trades. It was just my bad. So both of those trades I actually took on the wrong asset in terms of ES and NQ. I ended up picking the weaker asset twice in a row, which I haven't done before. Like watching that is so frustrating, because you're watching that other asset reach your target, which you projected, you picked yourself, like you're correct, but you just took it on the wrong one, and like honestly it's heartbreaking. Yesterday I did trade, but not on my funded account. I traded on both of these, I think. They were only small trades, as you can see. I took like a mini win on both of these, but very small in comparison to that loss. I've not really been focusing on these evals too much, I'll be honest. I've been trying to focus on my funded account. So this has been September, which has been okay considering last week was really tough, I found. August, however, August was a tough month for me. Like, August was not a good month. I didn't find many trades because I was super busy. I was in Canada, like, on holiday, so I wasn't on my charts at all times anyway. But I just think I found August really tough. I think next year I will just take August off. Like, honestly, it's not even worth the pain and the time and suffering that I went through. So I'm not doing it again. I've decided I'm not doing August. I'm quitting August. I'm done with August. I'm never doing it ever again. It really, really hurt to trade August. Really hurt my ego as well, because it was my first like full month on my funded account. Like I could have done with a good month, but it's fine. And then July was, you know, I only passed my funded on the 11th of July. I passed my funded, so yeah, no, the 17th of July I passed my funded, so I only had the last of the month to trade, which went, you know, pretty well in the grand scheme of things. It went okay. So yeah. Okay, I like that rejection. That's pretty nice. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna raise my stop after we take that high. Right there. Can you go through why you took this trade? I 100% will go through why I took this trade, but I don't know whether you want me to do that after the trade is played out or right now, because if I explain why I've taken a trade and then it hits stop loss, it's like negative aura from me, to be honest. But I can do if you want me to right now. I don't mind. When is your payout, or do you decide when? So I have the number. So with Alpha Futures, the rules are you have to have 5 winning days of $200 or more on the 150k account to be eligible for a payout, but you also have to meet the 40% consistency rule, which basically means that your payout can't be more than 40% of your biggest winning trade. So my biggest winning trade is like 1.6k, I think. So I need at least like 2 point something to be able to take a payout, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is, you know. We move, like, we'll be patient, we'll stay patient. When I take that payout, I've decided that I am going to buy myself a YSL belt, because The thing is, right, I have a job, like I make money, so this payout is more than likely not going to be like I have a decent job, like I'm an engineer, you know, like obviously it's like I'm not making like day traders money. Of course I'm not. But, you know, like I make okay money. So me receiving this payout, more than likely, unless I have an incredible month and I just like become Michael Huddleston in the next couple of weeks, it's more than likely not going to be anything too extravagant, which like is life changing for me. So I've decided that I am going to spend my payout because I feel like it'll mean more, it'll make me more excited, rather than it just sat in my savings account and be like never seeing it. Like I want it to feel worthwhile and me to like know, like you bought this with like through day trading the Nasdaq, like you did that. So I've decided to buy myself a YSL belt because I've wanted one for so long and they're like £350. So as long as the payout covers that, then yeah, I'm gonna get myself one. I'm hoping it will. Should do on a 150k account, but you know, we'll just have to see. Who cares if it hits stop loss? I want to know what you want to see before entering a trade. Okay, so I have my checklist right here, and I would highly recommend doing that if you like have a PC setup or even on your MacBook, laptop, whatever. Have your checklist on a sticky note right next to you, because now I have no excuses to go against my rules because I literally have them written down right there. Like, why would I go against them? There's no, oh, I forgot. I can't forget. I've written them down, right? So there's only one of these that I don't stick to anymore. So first thing is in line with the daily bias. So this applies to my funded account. Am I trading in line with the daily bias here? Yes. We're at all-time highs. Your daily bias when we're at all-time highs should always be bullish until you have evidence to tell you otherwise, right? We don't pick tops here. How do we know that it's not going to carry on going higher? We don't. I've not been given any evidence to say so, so I should be looking for long positions. Yesterday, I took a short position because I think the setup presented itself to me, but I did take it on an eval because it wasn't technically in line with the daily bias, right? So I didn't go against my rules. I treat evals as demo. I explained that earlier. So that's my first rule. My second rule is rejecting from a higher time frame PD array. Now, here we aren't rejecting from a higher time frame PD array, but let me explain, right? So I've done all my analysis on NQ rather than on MNQ. I've just taken my position on that because it allows me to be a little bit more precise with what I'm risking. So as you can see, we are not rejecting from a higher time frame PD array. This PD array would probably be where we reject from, right? But we have SMT with ES, meaning NQ is our stronger asset here. So if we take a look at ES, ES has traded into this 1 hour bullish fair value gap, and we have SMT at these lows right here. So SMTs are an indication of reversal, and especially when ES is reacting from this bullish fair value gap, we would expect some type of bullish reaction, even though NQ is not in itself rejecting from a higher time frame PD array. We have SMT with ES, which, you know, kind of suggests it is. So that's my only rule where I can ignore that rule, is if ES is in itself. But the reason why I'm trading NQ and not ES, even though ES is rejecting from that higher time frame PD array, is because NQ is the stronger asset here and I want to buy. NQ did not take this low, ES did, so there's more chance that NQ is going to reach these highs that I'm targeting before ES. So that's my second thing. And then the main thing is generally just like an entry model, which I find works for me best. So my entry model consists of, I entered a little bit later today just because I was waiting for a bit more confirmation, because I did enter like before PM sessions start, which I have done before, but if I do, I'm super cautious because it can like lead you to get manipulated and stopped out. So I look for, firstly, internal manipulation, which we've seen here. We have come up and we've taken out this internal sell side liquidity right here. We've also put in place some lower time frame SMT, which to me is an indication that my model is going to present itself. Now, it's not a be all or end all of my model. I don't have to have that to take a trade, but I like it as an extra confirmation. I would see it a setup as A+ if we have lower time frame SMT right before my setup presents itself. So yeah. That's what we've got right here. So we've got internal manipulation and we've got lower time frame SMT. Within this manipulation leg, we created this fair value gap, which was inverted, and we also had a change in the state of delivery right here. So my ideal entry would have been right there and my stop right there. But I didn't come on come onto my charts till around then, so I waited until we had a change in the state of delivery from this leg, and then I entered. So, but right here would be my usual entry, but I just came onto the charts a little bit late, and that entry is a little bit early for me. So if we were chopping around, there is chances I could get stopped out there just because of the time of the day. Not because there's anything wrong with my model, but time and price, when they match up, is when you like catch these moves, which are so gorgeous. And I know I'm like speaking in hindsight because I don't know how this is going to play out. You know, this could reverse on me and stop me out. Who knows? But my model's presented itself. I'm happy with my analysis. I've ticked off everything on my checklist. That's all I can do. All I can do now is sit back, relax, see how the trade plays out. If it plays out, great. I'll journal, I'll reflect. I'll be a bit higher up on my funded account. If it doesn't, I'll journal, I'll reflect. I'll be a bit lower down on my funded account. It's literally fine. Like, I've done all I can. I've followed my rules, and that's all that matters. Like, honestly, that's all that matters. If you followed your rules, don't be hard on yourself if your trade loses. No one has a 100% win rate. Even if you've followed your strategy to the tick, no one has a 100% win rate. And that's what's important here. And if mine hits the stop loss, I'll probably say to myself, okay, my model showed itself perfectly here. We had everything that I need, but it's the day before FOMC, so I'm now going to eliminate myself from trading that on PM session. I don't have any data to back that up so far, so I'm allowing myself to trade, right? Just because other people have said don't trade the day before FOMC doesn't mean that I should until I have evidence to tell me don't do that. So I'm going to trade until I get some evidence that tells me otherwise, right? And to me, this is like a pretty A+ setup, I would say. So that's why I've taken it. Like, even though we are the day before FOMC, and I know that ICT would say don't trade the day before, but like, I'm gonna do it until I've seen for myself, like, no, it's really choppy, it's like there's a lot of manipulation going on, it's easy to get stopped out, right? So that's what I would say. There's a lot of people on social media who have their own rules for themselves, right? And they've made these rules because they have market experience. You don't have to follow their explicit rules just because they said so. That doesn't mean you're not going to be as good of a trader as them just because you're not doing this one thing that they suggested to do, right? You have to learn for yourself. Like, you have to trade in these conditions to learn, like, no, like, I shouldn't trade these. Like, it's really choppy. Like, market conditions are not good. All of that. So that's what I would say. Blood yapping about anything but tape reading the trade. I literally just explained why I took the trade. Literally just then. Literally just explained everything. Show on the charts also. I am showing on the charts. What do you mean? You guys not see my charts? Like, I thought you can. I can see my OBS screen right now. How much was the payout? I haven't taken the payout yet. What engineering job is it? It's electromechanical engineering. So it's like electrical and mechanical. Hello, Claudia. I've been recently following from Insta. Seems you're doing really well, especially in the social aspect. Well done, and wish you all well for trading years to come. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. That's so kind. Thank you so much for following me. I really appreciate it. For how long have you been trading? I started trading at the start of this year. So I started like trying to pass my first funded account at the start of this year. So yeah, I've not been trading like actual live markets for very long at all. I did like 6 months of demo last year, but it was super inconsistent with my job. Like, I didn't really like put my heart and soul into it, if you like I have this year. Like, this year I have locked into trading so much, and my improvement, like, this is a thing that you have to keep in mind. If you're having a bad trading day, go in your photo album and look where you were 1 year ago, and you will be reminded to reflect and be grateful for your progress right now, okay? Like, I look at myself 1 year ago, I hadn't even learned how to change my chart colors on TradingView. I still had the purple thick lined fair value gap on there. I hadn't changed anything. Still had the red and green like horrible candlesticks with the background. Like, honestly, just like reflect on what you've learned, like how far you've come. Like, yeah, you've taken a loss, you might have overtraded, you might have got FOMO, okay, but just like deep how much you've learned. Like, be grateful for the experience, like, because when you've made it, you'll look back and think, oh, I wish I like enjoyed the journey a little bit more. Claudia, how do you feel about ICT's Robin's Cup performance? So I actually have a TikTok video about this somewhere. I won't be able to find it. It was ages ago, I think. But honestly, it's so funny. I made a TikTok video saying like me when someone asks me about ICT's Robin's Cup performance, and it's like I don't know. You'll be able to find it if you scroll down enough. But yeah. He didn't say it to you, Claudia. He didn't say what to me. I'm confused. 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 I am a mechanical grad and currently trading XAU USD forex with funding Pips firm. That's awesome. Nice. Well done for graduating. I don't know whether I'm going to get that far. Bad PA to engage in. Potentially, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Time will only tell. You might be correct. But I've gone for it anyways. Claudia, I have my C1 exam this Saturday. Wish me luck and I'll pass. Good luck. I don't know what that is, but good luck. Sounds hard though. Have you only traded futures or have you tried forex? So I've not tried forex at all. When I first started kind of learning trading, I know like some of the OG traders all started on forex, but when I first started learning, like futures was the hype. Like futures right now is the hype thing to trade. Like everyone trades futures, but that was kind of the hype thing when I started learning. So I've just kind of stuck with it, to be honest. Just want to draw out this gap. See, okay, we have inverted that gap. That makes me a lot more happy to be alive. 11:22. 11:22. I don't know why I did that accent. I whip out all sorts of accents. Okay, why is ES like Heike taking out the liquidity faster than friggin' Enki? Why do I always do this? Why do I always pick the weak asset? It's actually not even funny. I don't know how I keep doing that. Like, we literally had SMT to the point where friggin' NQ was the stronger asset, but clearly not. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh well. Oh well. Once we take this high, I'm going to be moving my stop to this low here, so that'll, like, mean I'm like only $114 of risk. So once we take that, I'll move it. I'll move it. Watch the 24,309.50. 24. Wait, I read that 24,309.50. We're nowhere near that. I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. I'm confuzzled. 7 months in and your analysis are pretty good. There are guys that have been trading for years and haven't even passed 100 yet. Honestly though, like, oh no, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream. What is going on, guys? Can one of you guys let me know if the video quality is really bad? Please? Please let me know if the video quality is really bad. That'd be good for me to know. Here. Because it says on here that it's not good, so let me know. Sometimes it says that though and it's fine. Yeah, so to be honest though, like, I spent 4 months on my first eval. Like, I say this in every live, but I feel like for new people it's like a good thing to know. Like, it hasn't been an easy journey for me, and I spent 4 months on that eval while posting my journey on social media, so best believe, like, the 16-year-old boys were harsh on me when they found that out. They did not go easy on me at all. So that did mess with my psychology, and I'll be honest, like, even though my trading journey, like, I feel like I've done really well in terms of progress and, like, developing my psychology and risk management. Like, I have put my heart and soul into, like, learning this and perfecting it, especially with a PM session model. Like, PM session is pretty difficult because there's less volatility, so it's hard to understand, like, when price is going to actually move and when price is just going to, like, go like this, zigzag barcode. Where was I going with that? So yeah, I honestly think if I had not started posting on social media, and this is not me saying I regret it because I actually don't, like, social media is such a powerful tool, and I have, like, met so many amazing people. Like, my Discord community is, like, so sick that I have, like, 1.1k people in a community, like, all sharing trades. It's so cool to me. Like, I know all of you are gonna be like, oh my god, like, chill out, it's not that deep. Like, quite a few people have got, like, a Discord with that many members, if not way more. Like, I'm aware that I just personally find it so cool that like social media is powerful enough to do that. Like, because obviously when you're in real life with real people that you can physically see and like talk to face to face, right? It is very rare that you talk to someone who knows what a funded account is, who knows what a prop firm is, who knows who ICT is. Like, it's so rare. And when you have like a group with 1,000 members in who all know and like all share the same interests and all want to win and are all ambitious, it's so cool to me. Like, it's so cool. The audio is going nuts. Oh my gosh, no. No, what's going on? Can you guys hear me? I'm going to put that in the chat. I don't know what's going on. Hello? Hello? Okay, it's not my mic. It's obviously my, No. What? Audio fine for me? Oh. Okay, that's good. Maybe it's come back now. I think my Wi-Fi is just generally a bit slow. Okay, great. Awesome. Awesome news. Awesome news. Just let me know if it cuts out. Not that I know what I would do if it did. If anyone wants to like recommend what I do if that happens, that'd be great. Because I tested out like whether like running an Ethernet cable to my PC would increase my Wi-Fi speed rather than me just like going off Wi-Fi, and apparently it won't. So if anyone knows like whether I've just like read that wrong or what, please let me know, because I would love to like increase my internet so that my live streams are better, but I genuinely don't know how to do that. Like, I built this beefy ass PC so that my streams could be good. Like, I don't what like how is the internet the barrier here? Audio and video is perfect. Okay, amazing. That is what we love to hear. We love to hear. Price is pretty slow, I'll be honest. It's pretty slow. It's pretty slow. Yeah, someone said I would pass out if I tried to talk as much as you, fair play. Honestly, I could talk to an apple about an orange, and if you know, you know. If you're British, you will know where that's from. It's like a Geordie Shore reference. Have Americans, is there anyone American in the chat who's seen Geordie Shore or like has heard of it? Like, please let me know whether you've heard of that or not. I'm just interested to see whether that's made it out the UK, because that'd be so funny to me if it has. Where is your TP? My TP is up here. At the top of this like trendline liquidity we got going on here. But I have limits at this buy side and this buy side as well to take off like a third. Oh my gosh, that's literally not a third. Why can I just not even do maths? Oh my gosh, that's actually maths. That is not real maths. It's not real maths whatsoever. It's not real math. I love them wizards. What wizards? I'm confused. Where are you from, Claudia? I'm from the UK. Can you tell by my accent or no? Okay, guys, we've taken that high. I'm gonna Ragmos. You know what? I am gonna go break even there, or like at this low. I think that's pretty reasonable. For where we're at right now. Like, if we, to be honest, if we like came back through this inversion fair value gap, which we're currently rejecting from, like, I would not be too pleased to hold my trade anyway. To be fair, like, I wouldn't want to be involved anymore. Would not want to be involved anymore, to be honest. So yeah, that's where I was gonna go break even anyway. So that's fine. I'll leave it at that low. I can risk $12.50. I think I can just about manage that. Just about. Let's see where ES is at, because last time I checked, ES was flying and taking all my liquidity. Oh my gosh, why is ES, like, tell me why ES is nearly at my, like, full target. That's actually so upsetting for me. I'm going to have to, like, really trail my stop. I will probably take off half once ES takes that, to be honest, because that's a little bit of a warning sign for me. Because as ES takes that, ES will be heading up into this 15-minute. Yeah. That's not exactly pleasing, is it? But anyways, that is what it is. We'll break even anyway, we're risk-free, so it is what it is. I sound Scottish. No way. Someone Scottish in the chat is going to be like, absolutely not. Absolutely not, hon. Damn, I have 500 left on my 1 XFA. Oh, that is so sad. How did you manage to get there? You should be risking low on there. Risking low, keeping that psychology high. Keeping spirits high and psychology high. I'm 19, keep thinking I'm late to trading, but had 4 months good on demo and finally formulated my model. That's awesome. 4 months on demo is a decent stead of time, I think. I think I spent too long on demo. I should have just got stuck into an eval, honestly. Because I was on demo for like 6 months, but I wasn't taking it seriously. Like, if you take it seriously and you do 3-4 months, like, you are good. You can get onto live charts and start learning like the lessons you learn from actually like feeling like you're risking money. Even though on an evaluation it doesn't feel like that much, I still think evaluation trades still bring enough pressure for you to learn like lessons about your psychology and what you need to fix in terms of those things. So yeah. Hey, joined so late, bruh. Don't worry. Are you saying she sounds the same as Sir Alex Ferguson? You're from North England. Yeah, I'm from the north. From the north. What got you into trading? Honestly, I saw like a millionaire's morning routine. It was like day traders morning routine, like millionaire, something along them lines. I don't know. I can't even remember who it was now. So watched that, ended up stumbling across FX Alex G, as you do. And then I just started looking into it. Didn't personally start watching FX Alex G's videos himself, but I bought some like 60 quid beginner's guide to trading course or something like that. And then kind of spiraled from there. So yeah, that's where we're at anyway. Okay, I love that reaction from ES. Like, if that holds, look how clean that is. Literally to the tick of this fair value gap. ES is honestly a lot cleaner than NQ. Oh, I don't like that though. Don't like that though. TBH, the gradual your journey is, the more solid of a trader you become, obviously in realistic standard. Yeah, honestly, I think like where was I going with that? Oh my gosh, what was I about to say? Mine has gone blank. Mine has gone blank. What did you say? The gradual journey. Yeah, so I think if you like give trading a go a few times, you do like a few courses, you dip into it, but you keep coming back to it, that's how you know that you're like a real one and you're ready for this. Like, you're hooked, you've got the bite, you're addicted, you're never going to be able to give this up until you're successful type thing. And I think knowing that, like, I know that no matter how many evals or XFAs or whatever I blow, I will never be able to give this up until I am successful and until I am like a millionaire on like a pink yacht. Like, I can't give it up. Like, it's too addictive. I can't do it. No wonder people get addicted to gambling, because this is like gambling with some logic behind it. It's crazy. Like, it's so much fun. Like, I would never give this up. If this was a video game, I'd play it all day. Like, what kind of engineer are you in capital letters? I'm an electromechanical engineer, and I don't think there was need for the capital letters because I have already said that. Clean AF entry, Claudia. Do you usually scale in your trades? So I don't actually scale in my trades. I like to just like either take a setup or not take it, basically. So that's kind of my logic behind it. Like, I'll take the entry if my model's there, and if it's not, I won't take it, and I'll always risk the same amount. Unless I'm in drawdown, then I will decrease my risk. I don't really have like parameters for where I'll like risk a bit more. It's either like I take a trade or I don't type thing. So yeah. Do you plan on adding order flow tools like footprint, volume profiles, etc.? No, not really. I'm just sticking to ICT at the moment. I think it's important for beginner traders to just stick to one thing, keep it as simple as you can. Otherwise, it gets too overcomplicated and you can't actually like decipher your bias or things like that. When you've got too many things going on in the chart, too many drawings, too many indicators, like, it gets so confusing. Like, no, I'm fine. I'd rather just have like a couple boxes and a couple lines. Like, that's fine. That's fine for me, to be honest. I'll either make it or die trying. I'm so addicted to this. Honestly, me too. Me too. Let's see what ES is doing right now. It's not inverted that gap. It's not, but it could. Definitely could. We are rejecting from this 15-minute bearish fair value gap on ES. ES has actually taken out these highs before NQ, which I wasn't anticipating. So that's something I'm definitely going to journal from this trade, honestly. Like, it's just hard. Like, I'm finding it hard at the moment with price action at the moment, and I don't like to blame price action. I don't think that's a good practice, but picking the stronger asset at the moment has been, like, I found that really difficult. I think it's, like, it's been pretty tough. Like, the higher time frame is not matching the lower time frame type vibe. So, yeah. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Looks like we're gonna come to break even here, to be honest. Like, I think if we, like, close below this gap, like, we'll likely come to break even. But honestly, that's fine. Like, I'm just gonna let it play out and see what happens. You never know. We could recover. We could not. Who knows? We don't know. We just gotta let it play out. And if we hit break even, that's absolutely okay. Sometimes PM session after FOMC is really clean, so I will be trading tomorrow after FOMC has been announced, like, more the close. I won't be trading before that, definitely not. So yeah. I mean, what would that have been? Like, that wouldn't have even been a 1R trade if I'd taken it off there, so I'm honestly not mad about just, like, letting this play out, to be fair. Stopped in profit, 1 of 1 pre-FOMC, on to the next. Yeah. On to the next. On to the next. FOMC is tomorrow, market conditions are tough for now. Yeah, it was what I was anticipating, to be honest, but I did like the setup, so I just thought, you know what, I'll take it. Who cares? I'll take it. But it's looking like we're going to get stopped. But that's fine. Unless this, like, 1 minute gap on ES saves us, like, I think that's our only hope right now. But it's not looking too, like, we're not looking too likely. I'll be real. We're not. But who knows? Like, markets can be unpredictable. Unpredictable AF. Unpredictable AF. Has that been swapped? No. It has not. It has not. Imagine if J Powell doesn't cut rates, market will crash like never before. I promise, guys, I will do the giveaway at some point, by the way. I'm just waiting for this to play out before I do. Just because, like, I just want to make sure I'm active on the charts. So, yeah. I will do it, though. As soon as, you know, the trade plays out, I will do the giveaway. I have it already prepared in my little spinner right now with all the names. So, what I was saying before, so the names might not make a lot of sense, but if you don't see your name, please don't worry. I went through every single person who reacted the fire emoji, which was one of the conditions of the giveaway. So if you can't see your name, don't worry, you are on there. But I've just, like, put people like this because it was the quickest way to do it on Discord, and, like, I couldn't be bothered, like, right-clicking and viewing everyone's username, so I just wrote them as I could see them. So people who, like, got 3 dots, don't worry, like, I've done, like, A and then A2, so, like, I know who you are. Like, it's in order, it's fine, don't worry about it. I've got it all under control. Got it all under control. Promise. I promise. I promise. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I did seem to like that gap right there, which is pretty mad, actually. Like, if this recovers, that would be recovery of the century. I'll be real. I'm not convinced it will, but I'm going to let it play out nevertheless. But I'm not confident that this is not going to hit break even right now. But if this recovers, and I've done that on live, it's actually Can you add me? I just reacted with fire and I've been following you on all socials for ages. I'm unfortunately not adding anyone else right now just because like it was a nightmare for me to go through, I'll be honest, like it took me so long. And I did let everyone know yesterday on the Discord, like, you know, giveaway is tomorrow. And I literally did all the names from the reacts right before I came on stream, to the point where I was 2 minutes late to start the stream because I was doing it. So yeah. I've had like the time of the stream on there and stuff. So yeah, I won't be adding any more people into it, unfortunately. But I do giveaways literally every week on stream, so I won't be too worried if you're not involved in this one. There'll always be another. However, this one is a big one, right? So I'll talk about what I'm giving away today because I feel like that's fun. So I'm gonna actually have to go on Discord so I can remember, because I actually can't remember. There's quite a few things. Okay, so giving away 2 150k Alpha Futures standard accounts, which is what I'm trading right now. So giving away 2 of these. I'm giving away 2 100k Alpha Futures 0 accounts, so you get 0 activation fee. There's also slightly different rules on there than the standard account. You can look into those in your own time. It's a pretty good account. 100k, so no activation fee on there. There's also no consistency rules on the 0 account, so you can pass it in one trade. You can gamble that shit. Do whatever you want. Go for it. Go crazy. I'm also giving away 2 50k advanced accounts from Alpha Futures. So the advanced accounts have slightly different rules. You go immediately to 90% profit split once you're funded, as well as you can trade through news, things like that. The advanced account is more expensive, so yeah. And I'm also giving away 1 funded award plat for one of the funded traders in the server. So what I'm going to do about that is I'm going to announce that after the stream on the Discord server. I'm just going to go into the Discord and like get everyone to react if they're a funded trader, and then I'll do that from there, because some people do have the what was I about to say? The like tag, the role that says they're a funded trader, but some people don't, so yeah. Okay, we've been stopped out at break even, but that's okay. It's been tough price action, I'll be honest. Like ES was looking like the weaker asset and turned out to be stronger, which is just like something we can't really control. Like I don't feel like I did anything wrong there. We managed our risk accordingly. I was patient with the trade. I didn't feel particularly emotional, so I feel like overall it was a good trade, even though we were break even. So yeah. That is what we're doing now. So we've literally just been stopped out on the trade. So that means it's giveaway time. So I've got my wheel of names. I'm going to spin this 6 times for the 6 funded accounts that I will be giving away. So first of all, I'm going to spin for the 2 150k accounts. So yeah, and I'm just going to get rid of that because I've added those in. If you have extra entries, by the way, don't worry, I've added them in. So yeah, so we've got 150k standard accounts times 2. So I'm going to spin the wheel for those. For the names where it's got like ... I'll go onto Discord and reveal who it is, because I don't know off the top of my head, but I'll be able to tell from in there. So this is for the first 150k standard account. The winner is Safe. Safe deserves an account, I'll be honest. Safe really does deserve an account. He's a super active member in the Discord, so congratulations, Safe. That's the first 150k standard account. The next 150k standard account is for Safe again. Safe again. Okay, Safe, that's 2 accounts for you. It's fair enough. We had a lot of extra entries, so let's go. Congratulations, Safe. Okay, now we're moving on to... Where's my wheel? There's my wheel. We're moving on to the 2 100k 0 activation fee accounts. So first 100k activation fee account is Parte. I don't know how you pronounce that, so forgive me. So this is the 100k 0 account, so that first one goes to... There we go. And we'll spin again. You're welcome, Safe. And the second one goes to Online City 6, whoever that is. Someone in the Discord. I don't know whether they're on the line right now, but that's their tag. So that's the fourth winner. Okay, so now we're going to be doing the 50k advanced account winners. So we've got ×2. Let's do that. Okay. First 50k advanced account winner is Macro. Congratulations, Macro. And the final funded account winner. Now, I just want to note before I spin this, please be active on the Discord, because there's been times before where people haven't accepted their accounts within the 24-hour window, or they've said, no, I don't want to give it to someone else. So be active on the Discord if you want to be within the chance like of a respin, because I'll just do it for whoever reacts and things like that. I'll just randomly pick someone. So be active, because that happens quite often. A lot of people will join the Discord, join the giveaway, forget that they've joined, and then won't claim their account, and I only give 24 hours. So be active on there to make sure. This is the final 50k advanced account winner. And that goes to Safe. Now, I was going to remove the names, right? But I'm going to keep it fair. I never said that in the giveaway rules that I was going to do that. And also, I allowed for people to get extra entries if they wanted to. Safe gained a huge amount of extra entries, hence why his probability has been way higher. So, yeah, he deserves these accounts. Safe is such a hard worker. He's super active in the Discord. He really loves his trading, I can tell. So, yeah, those are our winners. That's so funny. That's happened, but those are our winners for today. You guys saw it live. I did it completely random. For the funded award plaque, I'm going to be announcing this on the Discord. So if you want to be within the chance to win a funded award plaque, they look like this. You basically send your funded certificate to them and they frame it like this. You can get one for free. If you win the giveaway, if you want to be a part of that, you have to have passed a funded account to do that. Please be active on the Discord as soon as I come off the live, and I'll be announcing the details about that. I'll literally just be picking someone at random tonight. So I'm going to do it like straight away after I come off here. So be active on there for that. I'm going to hop off now so that I can get on with that. Obviously, break even on the day, but that's fine. I'm pretty proud of my position in the trade. I don't regret taking that trade. Like, my model presented itself. You know, I moved my stop to break even when I said I would, so I stuck to my model. It is what it is. You can't win them all. Thanks so much for joining, guys, and I hope to see you next week.